I've been in the private equity arena for a number of years now. We buy companies, build companies, sell companies. And one of the biggest challenges that we have when buying a company is educating the business owner to the realities of life. In that most business owners that we've spoken to, and I've spoken to hundreds literally over the last few years, that want to sell their business, the challenge, if you like, is that their business is just not sale ready. You can tell that by the fact that those businesses that we have bought over the years, it takes so long to do the financial due diligence because financially, in terms of the financial reporting, they're just not there. It is not how it needs to be in order to sell a company. Now, the funny thing is, I haven't met a business owner yet who didn't tell me their accountant was brilliant. By the way, that's like 1 in 10 who are actually brilliant. And I haven't met a business owner yet that had a business that wasn't in some which way, shape or form absolutely dependent on them. Well, I can't buy a business that's dependent on the owner that wants to leave the business. That business has to work without the business owner in order for it to be a sale-ready business, which of course is why most of the deals that are done, i.e. most businesses that are bought and sold, the business owner has some velvet handcuffs in that they have to stay in the business for a transition period, and that transition period is wholly dependent on how dependent the business is on that business owner. So if, as we were speaking to someone earlier, if the business is getting 40% of its revenue from the connections of the business owner, I can either value the business at 60% of what it's technically worth today, or I've got to lock that business owner in for the next 2 years whilst we transition to employing someone to take over the business development component of the business and get that to a point where it definitely can run without them and it will produce the monies that it has done in the past. And I think for most businesses, the business owner is bringing in the lion's share of the revenues and therefore profit. So without them, that business is worth a whole lot less. So whilst the business owner might be saying, oh, listen, we make $1 million a year in profit. Okay, that's great. But if he, she, or they are responsible for probably 60% of the profit, if they walk out the door, it's not making $1 million, it's making 400 grand. So I think if we can speak to business owners at an earlier stage, we can get the difference, we can help them to build the value of the business, if that makes sense. So if you've got a business that you want to sell, we're genuine buyers. Genuinely, we can settle on a figure within a couple of weeks, and we can settle the paperwork literally within 6 weeks, but it has to be sale ready. If you want to sell your company, please do get in touch. That's John at johnfkettley.com.